Why did you have to rebel against your principal? My high school principal, Mrs. Evans, completely lost her mind last semester. She implemented the silent hallway initiative because apparently teenagers talking between classes was destroying the academic atmosphere. So naturally, we decided to show her what real disruption looked like. Mrs. Evans made the announcement over the intercom. Effective immediately, there will be absolutely no talking in the hallways. We need a focused learning environment. My friend Fabio was the first to strike back. The next morning, he showed up with a whiteboard hanging around his neck, frantically scribbling messages and drawing semi-inappropriate doodles to communicate. By lunch, half the school had mini whiteboards, and the squeaking of dry erase markers was somehow louder than talking ever was. Fabio, the whiteboards are disruptive, Mrs. Evans said, confiscating his board. But Mrs. Evans, I'm not talking. I'm promoting literacy through written communication. She banned whiteboards the next day. That's when my friend Raya got creative. She organized mandatory charades where every communication required 3 dramatic guesses. Within 2 days, asking for homework help looked like an exorcism. Someone mimed giving birth to communicate they forgot their textbook. A freshman acted out the entire plot of Titanic just to find the bathroom. Raya, what is happening in my hallways? It's theater warm-ups, Mrs. Evans. We're expanding our dramatic arts program. That's not theater. Someone just pretended to be a microwave to ask about lunch. Method acting is very sophisticated. Mrs. Evans couldn't argue with arts education, but she banned excessive hand gestures anyway. My friend Quinn took it up a notch. He started communicating entirely through interpretive dance. Need to ask someone about homework? Full pirouette followed by aggressive jazz hands. Wanna know where the bathroom is? Contemporary dance sequence ending in a dramatic floor slide. Soon the hallways looked like a flash mob that never ended. Teachers were dodging spinning students, and 3 kids crashed into lockers attempting synchronized leaps. Mrs. Evans watched from her office window as Quinn performed a complete ballet routine just to ask someone for a pencil. She banned dancing immediately. That's when I had my moment of genius. I brought a kazoo to school. Mrs. Evans, you said no talking. This is musical expression. Within hours, the hallways sounded like the world's worst orchestra. Kazoos, harmonicas, clarinet, and someone even brought a trombone. We developed a whole musical language. 1 note meant yes, 2 meant no, and the McDonald's jingle meant lunch money needed. This is still communication, Mrs. Evans screamed over the cacophony. No, it's music appreciation. Very educational. She banned instruments, but we'd already moved on. My friend Gia showed up wearing tap shoes. Every step was communication. Quick taps for hello, slow taps for goodbye, and aggressive stomping meant get out of my way. Soon everyone had tap shoes, cleats, or shoes with bells. The hallways sounded like a medieval horse stable crossed with a Christmas parade. Mrs. Evans's eye was twitching by Thursday. Gia, the shoes are clearly communication. No ma'am, I'm just walking with rhythm. It's physical education. When she banned noisy footwear, we knew we were close to breaking her. The best part was when Fabio returned with 3 fog machines he stole from the drama department and started sending complex smoke signals that accidentally triggered the fire alarm twice. Water fell from the ceiling and we had to evacuate. Raya wore a shirt covered in LED lights that spelled out different phrases. Someone brought carrier pigeons, though they mostly just pooped and flew everywhere. A sophomore tried communicating through interpretive smell by wearing different colognes to convey emotions, which ended when the chemistry teacher had an asthma attack. Spirit Week was what really broke Mrs. Evans. My friend Vin showed up in a full mime costume, complete with white face paint and invisible box routine. But here's the genius part. He recruited the entire drama club. Suddenly, we had 30 mimes in the hallways, all dramatically acting out their conversations. They pretended to be trapped in boxes, pulled invisible ropes, and walk against imaginary wind. One group mimed an entire debate about calculus homework, using nothing but exaggerated facial expressions and invisible props. Vin, this is obviously communication, Mrs. Evans shouted, her voice cracking. We're not communicating, Mrs. Evans. We're practicing performance art. It's for drama class. You're not even in drama. I am now. So is everyone else. She looked around at the sea of mimes pretending to climb invisible ladders and walk down invisible stairs. Mrs. Evans stood in the middle of the main hallway, watching a sophomore mime eating invisible spaghetti to ask about lunch options, while a junior pretended to be trapped in a shrinking box to express test anxiety. Her left eye twitched twice, and she slowly walked back to her office. 10 minutes later, the intercom crackled to life. Attention students, the silent hallway initiative is officially over. Please, just talk. Use your words. Have conversations. Scream if you want to. I don't care anymore. Fabio raised his hand in assembly the next day. Mrs. Evans, what if we want to keep using mime? Fabio, I will personally pay for your therapy if you never mime again.